In Setting Boundaries, Finding Peace, Nedra Glover Tawwab offers a transformative approach to the concept of boundaries, exploring how they can be used as tools for emotional and psychological well-being. The book is a compassionate, in-depth exploration of why boundaries matter, how they are essential for healthy relationships, and the ways in which individuals can begin to establish and protect them in all areas of their lives. Through her insights, Tawwab empowers readers to reclaim control over their time, energy, and emotional space, and to prioritize their own needs without guilt. Tawwab begins by framing boundaries not as barriers but as necessary tools for self-care. She explains that boundaries are essential for self-respect and mental health. They help prevent burnout, reduce resentment, and foster deeper, more authentic connections with others. The author underscores that setting boundaries is not about being rigid or unkind, it is about understanding one's limits and needs, and communicating them in ways that are respectful of both oneself and others. This distinction is key, as many people struggle with boundary setting because they equate it with rejection or confrontation. Tawwab gently dismantles these myths, emphasizing that boundaries, when set properly, create the space for peace and mutual respect. One of the most powerful elements of the book is Tawwab's exploration of the different types of boundaries people need to set in various areas of life. She identifies emotional, physical, mental, and time-related boundaries, explaining how each plays a crucial role in maintaining well-being. For example, emotional boundaries help protect against manipulation and emotional overwhelm, while physical boundaries ensure that personal space is respected, whether in relationships, work environments, or social settings. Mental boundaries, meanwhile, empower individuals to maintain their mental clarity and avoid being unduly influenced by others' opinions or stressors. Time boundaries are perhaps one of the most difficult for many people, especially in the age of constant connectivity and overwhelming schedules, but Tawwab offers strategies for how to preserve personal time and energy. Throughout the book, Tawwab provides readers with practical tools and exercises to begin setting or refining their boundaries. She encourages self-reflection through journaling prompts, questions that help identify where boundaries are lacking, and step-by-step strategies for introducing boundaries into everyday interactions. The exercises are designed to help readers develop a clearer understanding of their own needs, identify any patterns or unhealthy dynamics in their relationships, and develop strategies for asserting their limits. Tawwab also offers suggestions for how to deal with potential pushback from others when boundaries are first introduced, such as using "I" statements to express needs clearly and respectfully or practicing assertive body language. Importantly, Tawwab also addresses some of the most common fears and challenges associated with boundary setting. Many people are afraid of being seen as selfish, or fear that setting boundaries will lead to conflict, rejection, or the breakdown of relationships. Tawwab acknowledges these fears with empathy and understanding, offering gentle reassurance that boundaries are not a form of rejection but rather a tool for creating healthier, more sustainable connections. She provides guidance on how to navigate guilt, a pervasive emotion that many people experience when asserting boundaries, and she highlights how this guilt often comes from long-standing societal conditioning around the importance of pleasing others. Tawwab encourages readers to reframe this guilt, seeing boundary setting as an act of self-care rather than selfishness. Another key theme in the book is the concept of flexibility in boundary setting. Tawwab emphasizes that boundaries are not set in stone, they can evolve and shift over time. What works for someone in one phase of life may need to be adjusted as circumstances change. For example, boundaries around work or family time might need to shift as life changes or when new demands arise. Tawwab encourages readers to check in with themselves regularly to reassess their boundaries, ensuring that they continue to serve their needs as they grow and change. Tawwab also discusses the importance of teaching others how to respect our boundaries. Setting boundaries is not just about asserting our own needs but also about setting a precedent for how we expect others to treat us. She highlights the importance of consistency and follow-through in boundary setting, noting that it's essential to stick to your boundaries even when others may test them. She also discusses the role of self-compassion in this process, encouraging readers to be gentle with themselves as they navigate the discomfort that can come with enforcing boundaries, especially when they are learning to prioritize their own needs for the first time. One of the most empowering aspects of the book is Tawwab's approach to self-advocacy. She teaches readers that setting boundaries is an expression of self-respect and self-love, and that it is not something that should be done only in response to others' demands or behaviors, but proactively as a means of nurturing one's own well-being. This proactive approach to boundary setting helps to foster a deep sense of self-worth and inner peace, as individuals learn to prioritize their own health, emotions, and desires without fear of judgment or guilt. Throughout setting boundaries, finding peace, Tawwab's voice is warm, empathetic, and deeply understanding. Her insights are grounded in years of clinical practice and informed by both psychological principles and real-world examples. The book is filled with actionable advice, but it's also filled with compassion and understanding for the emotional complexities that can arise when we try to assert ourselves. Tawwab offers a roadmap for navigating the sometimes difficult terrain of boundary setting, one that feels both practical and nurturing. Ultimately, setting boundaries, finding peace is more than just a guide to managing relationships, it is an invitation to reclaim your own sense of agency and peace. By learning to set and maintain healthy boundaries, readers can experience greater emotional freedom, stronger relationships, and a deeper sense of personal fulfillment. It is a call to prioritize your needs and well-being, a reminder that true peace begins within, and that boundaries are the foundation upon which that peace is built.